Okay, I wanted to do tonight's video on a few things going on this week that have caught my attention. First, we got Joe Biden, who's out there still making all kinds of hateful comments and stuff about the Bush administration, who's now, Karl Rove has come out and said that he's basically a liar, that a lot of the stuff he's saying that just plain out didn't happen. I think that a vice president that's making comments like this about the former administration is just childish and just stupid. That a man in this high position should not be doing this, and that he just needs to move on. That he needs to quit trying to make himself look better by doing this. Also, we had the Democratic Black Caucus went down to Cuba this past week and come back with just bragging about how good Cuba is. Not once did they mention any of the human rights violations that the Castro government has done, or didn't talk about the beatings and just the mistreatment and the lack of freedom that Cubans have. And I thought this was just outrageous that they would say what they would do, that they would say what they were saying and not mention any of this. It was also stated in a Cuban paper that one of the members of this group down there called America racist, and that when asked about this, that all of them denied it. With this coming from a communist paper, who knows if it was true or not? But I have my doubts on it. I'll leave it at that. Now we go on to President Obama. This man this week has asked for $83.4 billion for support for the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. This is the same man that voted down Bush's attempt to get money like this, who's now begging for it himself. Also, Mr. Obama, on his tours through Europe and into Turkey and everything, while in France, he was asked if he wanted to visit the grave sites of the dead from the world wars over there, and declined because he said it would be offensive to the Germans. That I find offensive to Americans, which is who he should be worried about. Also, while in Turkey, he gave a speech apologizing for America's wars, and made statements that sounded like we had been at war with Muslims, and I thought this was crazy, and that he should not be doing this. He should not be apologizing to everybody in the world. In my opinion, and in the opinion of most Americans, we've done nothing wrong. We have defended our rights and have defended our country, and that's all we have done. We have not been at war with any type of with the Islamic religion. We went to war against extremists who are hell-bent on destroying this country. There's no need to apologize to these people. Also, yesterday, when asked about the ship captain that is currently being held by Somali pirates, he refused to comment, and also told them, the press, that, hey, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the housing market. Well, this is something that should be addressed. This is a problem that should be addressed by our president. This is one of our citizens being held captive by pirates. And our own president doesn't want to talk about this. He'd rather talk about the housing market. I have to ask the question, does Obama hate Americans? Does Obama hate America? Because it's truly beginning to look like that's what he does. He hates America. That just makes me madder than hell that he would do these things and that he would say such things. Well, anyways, on from that. If anybody hadn't heard, April 15th on tax day that they are having tea parties all across the United States. I would ask you that you would find out if there were any local near you and to attend them. I plan on attending some here. I know of some that I've heard of some that are being held in Boston and Milwaukee, Sacramento, San Antonio, where Glenn Beck is supposed to be outside of the Alamo, Atlanta, and Washington, D.C. And I know here in Mississippi, I've been able to find the list. And let's see, we have in Columbus in front of the courthouse from 4 to 6 p.m. Greenwood, it's saying still to be announced. Gulfport from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Sportsplex. Hattiesburg at noon in Town Square Park. Hernando at 4 p.m. on the courthouse lawn. In Jackson on the south steps of the state capitol from 4 to 6 p.m. Picayune, it will be 11 to 1 p.m. in front of City Hall. And Tupelo from noon to 1 p.m. At the Tupelo City Hall. That goes out to anybody here in the Mississippi. If you need to know where they're being held, that's them. And I would ask that everybody out there try and find out if there's any local and to attend. And if you can leave comments on where any of them are going to be in your area, so others can be able to find it, I'd appreciate it. And any comments you want to make, just leave them in the comments section, and y'all have a good night.